Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, hey what's up, I'm Imtarotchick. If you're returning, hey what's up, I hope you guys are having a good day. In this reading, we are going to be taking a look at the relationship between Janet Jackson and James Debarge. So this is kind of like a flash from the past kind of thing. I really hate when I go to sleep and I'm thinking, I have like on my brain, like who do I want to do next, who do I want to do next, because I always end up dreaming. And in one of my dreams, I dreamt about James Debarge and Janet. So this morning, I was just like, well, let me just go ahead and just do a video on the two. I do have a video that I did on James Debarge's brother, Bobby Debarge. So check that out. That's actually like the first video that I did on this channel, on my channel. Also, if this is your first time and you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe. Like I said in my other video, you guys, I really don't have a set schedule yet. I really want to create one, but it's just like my videos take so long to process and upload. It's literally been times where I've shot a video on one day and it didn't upload until the next day. All right. So I don't want to keep y'all on the fence for that. So just subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss my videos. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the dynamics and let's see what was going on with these two. Father God, Holy Spirit, can you connect us and let us know what the marriage between Janet Jackson and James Debarge was like? Can you give us a little bit of information about their marriage? Can you give us some information about Janet Jackson and James Debarge's marriage? And can you also let us know, I'm not going to ask that question because I thank you. I just want to see if it's going to pop up on its own, you guys. Thank you so much. Can you tell us anything else about James Debarge and Janet Jackson's marriage or relationship? Thank you. I mean, basically the opportunity presented itself, and, you know, they really thought they could get a lot out of it for the both. James Debarge was born August 22nd of 1963. Making him 55 years old. Janet Jackson was born May 16th of 1966, making her 53 years old, or young, as I like to say. So this is interesting because Janet is a Taurus woman, and James is a Leo, but he's kind of like a cusp because on his birthday is the last day of the Leo sign, thank you, and then the next day it goes into Virgo. Virgo and Taurus are both earth signs. I want to get too deep in the zodiac because I don't want to confuse you guys. So you have the Leo, who is this powerful fire sign, but he also has this little bit of earth in him. And you have Janet, who's a Taurus, who is a complete earth sign. Now, of course, okay, so there's going to be some gossip around these individuals. Gossip around their marriage, defamation going on within the marriage as well. I would have to know like Janet's moon and Venus and all of that stuff, but I can instantly see like why they would have gotten along. You know, they both share that earth sign. So that means that they both have this gentle side to them. I know with Virgos, they have like this really sexy demeanor. Thank you. They have this really sexy demeanor. I think these fell out by mistake, y'all. My bad. Not that one, though, because that one turned over. But yeah, Virgos, they have like this really sexy demeanor about them, you know? A really professional kind of attitude, hardworking, very observant. Leo male. Okay, I guess it wanted to pop up, y'all, for real, because it came up again. Okay, I thought it was my mistake. Leos, they're very ambitious. They love romance. They're filled with drama and adventure. Thank you. You guys, we have this Empress card popping up. Let me see if I can get anything else. And the Empress card is answering the question that I was thinking about when I was shuffling these cards. But I was like, nah, I'm not going to ask that. I'm just going to see if it's going to pop up on its own. And bam. Anything else about Janet Jackson and James Debarge relationship or marriage? How would they? Thank you. Death. The end. Anything else? How long have I been shuffling? 5 minutes. Okay. Anything else? How are they feeling about each other after the fact? Why have... Thank you. I'll do it right there. Can you tell us why they don't speak about their marriage? Why isn't James speaking? Thank you. Okay. A mother, you guys. Another female here. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Swords. And don't worry if you can't see all the cards. I'm going to hold them up. Anything else about why James Debarge? Thank you. Woo. Anything else about why James Debarge? Oh my gosh, y'all. It's like I can't even get it out and the cards are falling. Anything else about why James Debarge doesn't speak about his marriage with Janet Jackson? Can you tell us why she doesn't speak? Thank you. Why doesn't Janet speak about her marriage in detail with James? Emperor in reverse, okay. Why doesn't Janet Jackson speak about her marriage or relationship about James in detail? I think I fell out by accident. Anything else about why Janet doesn't speak about James Debarge and her relationship? Thank you. King of Cups is popping up here in reverse. Okay. Anything else? You guys, I feel like there's a lot. I feel like this relationship was a lot. Anything else? Anything else? And I'm not even going to keep pushing it this long because these cards are just like bloop, 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 bloop. So that tells me that there really was a lot of elements that were going on in this relationship. Okay? I hope y'all can see. Okay, I'm not even going to fool with that right now. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So first we get the 8 of Cups popping up here. So I feel like as far as the relationship between James and Janet goes, there was some vanity there. And there was some attempt to maintain humility. But there was a lot of like this need to exhibit appropriate behavior, okay? So it may have been, it had to do like a lot with image I'm getting, but it's like there was a lot of pressure to exhibit the appropriate behavior, maintain humility, but there's some level of vanity here between these two, okay? But this card is also representing starting new plans together, okay? So if this wasn't a relationship that came out of the blue, which I'm not sure how the relationship started, it's almost like if they were friends first, they were really good friends, and then it's like, okay, let's make plans to turn this into something else. Let's make plans to turn into something else. But at the same time, I'm feeling like it would have been a lot of exhibiting appropriate behavior. Like this is really this emphasis on, okay, if this is going to work, if this is going to happen between us, I need you to be a certain way. It could have been him needing her to be a certain way, or she needed him to be a certain way, but it's just like this emphasis on exhibiting appropriate behavior, okay? Exhibiting, like portraying appropriate behavior. That's why I feel like it could have had to do a lot with satisfying somebody's image. All right? We're going to move on here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like their personal journey, happiness, luck. I really feel like this relationship was consummated with the idea of luck in mind. Again, making those new plans. And It's almost, yeah, it's almost like starting fresh, again, starting new, looking for more opportunities and expecting that whatever they chose to do together would work out. Okay? So, off the bat, I mean, the intentions were great. I don't see any intent like with them trying to do something fishy or maybe a publicity stunt. I feel like it was really a moment where it was just like, okay, we can absolutely do this, but if we go forward, if we do this, that behavior has to be appropriate. Sorry I'm saying that so much, you guys. It's just that's what pops up for me. Now, with the star card here, it's like the hope, you know what I'm saying? Like hope for a great future of reflection. They really wanted this thing to work out, you know, because they had made this plan and they decided to move forward and they expected success. And it's just like really like this hope, okay? This hope for a great future, but it's like often they will be reflecting upon whether or not, like, ooh, can this happen, you know? Also at the same time, it's like their path was great. It was like good things were on the way for them, you know? I don't know at what point that changes, but it's like things were looking good. Okay, moving on to Nine of Staffs. So, Nine of Staffs, this represents that they really didn't plan, you know, like the planning wasn't right. They should have planned more. And because they did not plan more, because they did not plan, it's almost like a lack of planning, which to my understanding, these two, they just eloped. So I guess it was just like some kind of impulsive decision to just go ahead and get married. But it's just like there was a lack of planning, you know, overall. I don't think things were really well thought out or taken into consideration. And this made, honestly, this made the relationship painful and draining. Okay? I also get the indication that there was very little time to rest. Very little time to rest. Moving on to the Knight of Cups. This was, I feel like there was a lot of persuading that went on with this marriage. Because Knight of Cups is like somebody making an offer, extending an offer to somebody, okay? And this could be who proposed to who? That's what I want to know, because I feel like it's James. I feel like he's coming in as the Knight of Cups with this offer, this proposal to try something new, like this new venture. And it's just really hard to say no. And see, another reason why I feel like this could be James, because like the Leo man is very charismatic, very charming. And they do really like companionship. They really do like companionship. And I feel like this is him. I feel like during, you know, everything started off potentially great, but then it started getting hard. It started getting too drainful, painful. It's like, I don't think either of them really considered what they were getting into, but I feel like he's trying to hang on. I feel like he's reminding Janet, reminding them of their connection, their vow. I just don't see him like easily wanting to let go of this relationship. And with the Taurus woman, they do have a lot of emotions, but they're able to keep their composure. They're able to check their emotions, but what happens is over time it builds up, and it can result in them just lashing out. And oftentimes they do regret it afterwards. So it's just like she could have been letting like so much build up inside of her, you know. um 3 of coins. All right, so somebody is thinking of their career. Somebody is thinking about their career, and it's just like, at this moment in time, their career is not paying off the way that they want it to be, the way that they think it should be. Okay, and it's just like, it could be either one of them, honestly, because at the time both of them were in successful music careers. At the time, James Debarge was in the group Debarge. Y'all have to look up. I should have looked up the date that they got married, but I'm pretty. It was the 80s. Right? It was the 80s, right? Okay. Anyway, whatever. So, he was in the group Debarge, and if he wasn't currently in that group, he would have been just ending or just coming out of it. I feel like he was in the group still around this time, because it's like, I don't think this was before they blew up. When this is happening, when the trouble is starting, when it's time to get painful and dreadful, not drainful. Oh my God. When somebody start getting drained, when the relationship start getting drained and beginning painful, it's like he's standing here, still willing to be that loyal Leo that he is, reminding her of this offer. And this may even be like trying to correct something, or him, maybe saying that he was going to change or try to change things. I don't know, but it's like he's reminding her, but at the same time, somebody is more focused on their career. Okay? Because they're like, okay, my career really isn't taking off or really going the way that I thought. And it is requiring a lot of this person's time. So I'm feeling like this could be Janet. It could be the both of them again, but I'm feeling like it's mainly her that's just like, her, for where she wants to go, for what she wants to do with her career, it requires a lot of her time. And again, it goes back to that lack of planning. Like, I don't think things were really thought out, because it's like her career it's like the relationship. I was going to say, like, it's like her career interferes with her relationship, but really it's like the relationship is interfering with her career. But this card does also indicate that success is coming, and it's just going to take some time. That's why I'm feeling like this could be Janet, who's feeling this way. Oh, man. So we're going to move on to 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords, a lot of travel. Excuse me. A lot of travel going on, a lot of moving around. Again, this career is going here, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. So there was like a time like where it would be like distances between these two, okay? And it's almost like the distance also caused a separation between these two. Okay? Like the constant travel, or maybe something came up and she had to do all this traveling, but it's like that itself begins to take a toll on the relationship. We have the Moon card. The Moon card is a lot of gossip around these two. A lot of gossip around these two. And it's some defamation going on as well. And I'm also getting a sense like, oh yeah, they had the gossip from the outside world, but I feel like it was a lot of chitter chatter within the family as well. Okay? I don't think her family liked him much. I think they appreciated him as a person, but I don't think they liked him much. Just saying, I had to throw that out there because that's what came to me. Five of Coins, despair, other obligations. I'm even getting fear. Okay, I'm getting fear and a little bit of like a financial situation. Money is starting to go out faster than it's coming in. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of unnecessary expenses. So you guys, this relationship is like really starting to take a toll. I mean, once the finances get involved, like once it starts affecting the pockets, that's a hard slap. But they already have these other elements going on. It's like in the beginning, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what is sticking out to me. It's like the beginning, it's like it's good, great expectation. We can have this hopeful future. It's like making new plans, you know. Then in the middle, it starts getting a little bit, and now it's just, but it's like now the despair is kicking in. And a fear, like I said, like I get fear really strong. Somebody was scared for somebody, or somebody was scared. They could have been scared for each other. But it's just like there's this fear here, and at the same time, there's like this financial thing coming up, finance that's going on, unnecessary expenses, and it's like despair. Okay, we have temperance in reverse, frustration and anger. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's like frustration and anger. And the feeling that I'm getting is like both of them are starting to realize that, ooh, that's so strong. But I'm going to say it the way it came to me. Both of them are starting to realize that they failed. They're starting to realize that this is not going to work. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to just say it came to me. They're starting to realize this was a mistake. Ooh. I hate like using like harsh words like that, but I gotta tell y'all the way it comes to me, because I've literally like thought something before and sugarcoated it, and then I thought about it like the rest of the day, like, oh my God, I needed to say it the way it came to me. And I don't want, anyway. Eight of Staffs in reverse. Struggle. Internal struggle. All right. I am getting a little bit of envy as well. When we discussed here frustration and anger and realizing that they failed, I'm also getting with this card, guilty conscience. This could be James's feeling here. He could have been feeling like very guilty about the relationship. Especially, that's why I feel like I might be James, because he extended the offer. I don't know if he's blaming himself for it. But I don't feel like it's just him though. I feel like I feel like there's negative things on both sides, you guys. I guess I haven't really pointed out any of her stuff. Excuse me. Y'all, I have to get these allergies under control. Um, some of her stuff that I'm getting is she definitely put her career over him. Um, family opinions, okay? Or the opinions of others over him. Too much of an expectation to be perfect. Remember we were talking about like that emphasis on exhibiting appropriate behavior. It feels like in a lot of ways she tried to change who he really was. So I don't want this reading to come across like, oh, it's James, it's James. I actually think that this reading has been pretty fair. But it's not just him. She has her share in this too. She has her role in this too. And I don't know where else to go with that. But with Eight of Swords here, there is like this internal struggle within James. I'm really just feeling like this is him. He's really struggling with something in himself, okay? And he does have a guilty conscience about this relationship. After, they both realized that they failed. It's almost like this slap in the face that they're just forced to admit it. Okay? Like I said, envy also comes up with this card. So he could have been envious a little bit of her when it came to, I'm getting family. I thought I would get career, but I'm not. I'm not getting that he was envious of her career. He could have been, but that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting more envious about her family. And this brought about internal struggle, like an internal struggle within himself. This could be because of his own upbringing. Oh, maybe this is bringing up for him what his family could have been like, or maybe truly understanding a family dynamic, experiencing something new, witnessing something new. Like, in a lot of ways, he could have wanted his family to have a life similar to them, or something was like, nah, not like them, but something along those lines. Something along those lines. But yeah, definitely is getting him feeling guilty conscious. We have 7 of Coins up next in reverse. So 7 of Coins in reverse, mixed emotions. Okay. It's like this. I've seen this quite a bit with couples. Again, but what did I say? I was like, finances. That's a big part when them coins start getting played with in a relationship or in a marriage. That's a major. Like, that could take a toll. That alone could be grounds for a breakup or divorce. Okay, but here we have the finances reappearing again. Somebody's feeling like they have to work harder to bring the money in, but it's like money now begins to take the face of both positive and negative. Okay? And it's also like, while this person is continuing to work on their projects, it's like, don't let money imprison you. Because now I feel like it's shifting. I feel like the focus is shifting to finances. And it could be because of that financial devastation with the unnecessary expenses that came up earlier. But it's like now money is taking on a whole new meaning, a whole new face. I hope that makes sense to y'all. Four of Coins. Somebody is wanting too much. Okay? Somebody is wanting too much. And somebody is indulging. You know what? Let me finish my thought. Somebody is indulging in himself or herself, but rarely anyone else. Materials are also popping up here, so there could be a degree of materialism going on, and the need to be territorial is popping up. I'm just meditating on which one of these it could be. It could be both. I think it's both. Suddenly, it all becomes mainly about me, individually. I start getting territorial, worrying about materials as well, wanting too much. This could be both. You know, this is them, they're separating. Like that unity, it's like, But I'm going to tell y'all what's interesting about this next card. Because I was going to ask the card, did Janet have a child? Okay. Did Janet get pregnant during this marriage? And I held back from asking because I wanted to see if it would naturally come up in the cards. Okay. Even though technically, I guess because I thought it while I was shuffling, it could have just, given me my answer anyway. But I feel like, God would have known I was going to ask anyway. Even if I didn't ask, I thought it. And sometimes thinking it is just as much effective as saying it. Okay. But I'm going to move on because I'm ranting. This is Janet here coming in as the Empress. Now I'm going to tell you, this is her doubting herself, okay? Because this is pregnancy. This is pregnancy. Empress is pregnancy. I'm going to say that again. Empress is pregnancy. Okay, and this pregnancy, either she was already in the midst of doubting herself and then this pregnancy came up, or the pregnancy came up and then she started doubting herself. I feel like she really started doubting herself when the pregnancy came up. This is the opportunity for a new beginning for her, okay? But she doubted herself, and not only did she doubt herself, but she doubted the circumstances because, again, it's like they already knew that they failed, that this wasn't going to work, and already going into, those stages of individualism. So now she's pregnant. In the midst of all this, she's pregnant. And I'm getting a feeling like it would have been a time of love, and it would have brought some exciting times her way. I don't know what happened to this child, you guys, but if that birth happened and she raised her child, there would have been a lot of exciting times. A lot of love would have been present. I'm also going to say, because this is coming to me, as it says again, Janet wanted a lot of sex. Cover your ears, children. But she wanted it a lot, okay? And this pregnancy was the result of, like, Her really wanting to get more into sensuality. And then, boop, she's pregnant. We have the death card popping up. Okay, this is the last card for the main spread that I did for them. The death card is over. It's the end to a matter. The end to a matter. Okay? And dramatic changes that follow. And I'm getting a sense it's like life begins again. Okay? So it's like closing one chapter, which automatically opens up a new one as they go their separate ways. So what I'm feeling, you guys, because her pregnancy showed up so close to the end of their relationship, I mean, who the freak knows? Like, this is an urban legend at this point. This is an urban legend at this point, because it's like she was doubting herself and the circumstances because she knew it was over. She knew she wasn't gonna, y'all. And then she's thinking about her career. So I don't know. Did she give the child up for adoption? Did she abort the child? I heard a no abortion. She miscarried? I hear fake no, but not as loud as I heard no to abortion. So we don't know, y'all. It's an urban legend at this point. We probably ain't gonna know. I mean, it's possible. I've heard that maybe one of her siblings has the child. I don't know. Like, again, it's an urban legend at this point. I asked how did she feel about James, after the relationship had ended, and they gave us 6 of staffs. Six of staffs. You see this person standing and still upholding their own. I feel that the way she feels about James is like oddly, it's like a level of achievement. I think this marriage really taught her a lot. She was able to understand herself better, and it's almost like he's involved in a part of her blossoming. I said blossoming. I'm sorry. It's like he's a part of her evolvement as a woman. Okay? And so that's how she views him. I'm not really getting. Should I go deeper and ask, like, what else does she feel about James? Nah, I'm not gonna do that, because we already pushed it to 39 minutes. But I just leave it at that. This is a man that she feels that she's learned a great deal from the relationship. She learned a great deal from him. It really opened her up and exposed her to new parts about herself. And it's just like she kept going on. She kept moving forward. Let's talk about why James has never spoken publicly much about their marriage. And then I'll let y'all go. I'm going to lay these out exactly the way that they came. Okay. He hasn't spoken out publicly and gone into detail about him and Janet's relationship / marriage because of her mother. Okay, she's in reverse. She's Queen of Staffs. Um, she had a lot to do with why he has not spoken publicly about him and Janet's relationship, okay, or marriage. All right, because of her mother. Queen of Staffs in reverse is like this person is nurturing, a warrior, territorial as well, spoiled, and sometimes dishonest. Just putting it out there. Don't come for me. That's what the card means. But he hadn't spoken because of a lot to do with the mother. I wouldn't be surprised if they made him sign an agreement to not say anything. Queen of Coins. I was about to say Queen of Swords. That is not Queen of Swords. Another reason why he has not spoken publicly about him and Janet's relationship has a lot to do with the fact of this lady here. This might be Janet. This might be Janet. This female here is secretive, okay? And she's popping up, and it's just like, yeah, caring, sensitive, usually artistic, creative in appearance. I'm just thinking about everything that this Queen of Coins means, you guys. Loyal, generous, yeah. This is her. So he's taking into consideration her mother and her as well. Let me put her back in reverse. She was in reverse. All right, so it's like there's a need to be secretive. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if they had this man sign something that said he can't. Because it's like them two, Janet and her mom. Yeah, Queen of Coins is a Taurus woman. Closely is a Taurus woman. Earth sign. Okay. Moving on to Two of Staves. There's some reversals as to why he's not speaking about it, right? Two of Staves. So he is not speaking about his relationship with Janet because fearful anticipation. He don't know what will happen if he does. He doesn't know how it's going to be received. Scratch that. Scratch, he don't know how it's going to be received. I keep getting fearful anticipation. Okay, and because of about the outcome of it. But definitely fearful anticipation. So I'm saying something with these two ladies. Something with these two ladies. There's going to be some kind of consequence for it. And he don't really know like what that could be, you know. He doesn't really know what the outcome, but it's not something he would like to know. Okay. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if they had him sign something. 10 of Coins in reverse. He's not saying anything because, yep, that's why it would be a violation if he did. It would be a violation if he did. What? And the 10 of Coins, you guys, it's about like family, peaceful surroundings, residence in a home, but in reverse, it means a violation. Okay? So we have all these elements here. They had that man sign something. Okay, the Chariot. Um, Problems of revenge, power. He's not speaking about it because he don't know what the outcome of it will be. Again, fearful anticipation. I'm getting like there's a power involved here. And it's just like he's just trying to avoid like any situations that would delay him. And it's just like he's just trying to move forward. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. This is again child. Oh man. What is really going on? He's not speaking about their relationship. Because it's almost like it's intense emotions, you know. And it's just like maybe he would say something about a child. I don't really know if he knows. I feel like he does know. But it might be, you know, because he don't want to talk about it. That's what I'm getting. Maybe he don't want to talk about it because he don't know what's going on with this child. It's actually kind of embarrassing, right? Would you want to talk about a child that you have no idea where they're at or what happened? It would make you kind of look irresponsible in a way, right? So it's like he kind of avoids that because that's an element to it. He don't know, Sway. Okay. Nine of Swords. It was a stressful time. He doesn't talk about their relationship because it was a stressful time. And there were a lot of broken promises. Again, that Knight of Cups that we saw with him making this offer. And that's why he don't talk about it publicly like that. All right, let's find out why she don't talk about it publicly. Y'all, this has been one long video, but I had to get to the bottom of some stuff. I want to know some stuff too. Page of Cups. Okay. Can y'all see that? I know I'll be having some issues sometimes. Okay. She doesn't talk about it because of a male. She doesn't talk about it because of a male. And this person, this male helped her through this. I don't know if I'm going to say he helped her through the relationship, but it's like he had something to do with it. I'm not getting, unless she wasn't, I said unless she wasn't faithful to James. Unless she had a little rendezvous on the side. Oh, I done spilled some tea. Y'all. She don't talk about it because I told y'all she had a lot to do with this marriage too. So she could have been, you know, having an affair. She could have stepped out on James, but she don't talk about it because it's like if she got to talk about his dirt, she would have to talk about hers. Mm, 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 mm. Seven of Cups in reverse. Um, Definitely, like she don't talk about it because she doesn't want it to get in the way of her career. It's like it's driving this wheel for success, and she sees like her talking about this marriage and talking about things that happen as a way of getting in the way with her career and kind of like setting her back. And she just kind of feels like her path is clear now and she can accomplish good things. So it's almost like why even reach back to talk about it. Even at the time though, I really felt like remember when I said with that death card, it's like something ends but life now begins. Even at that time, it was like that's still that same train of thought. It's like her path is clear and now she could do great things, and it's kind of like she doesn't want to, you know, why would she go back and revisit that? Okay, we have the Emperor here, and we have the Emperor popping up in reverse. Um, she doesn't talk about it because there was a lot of manipulation that was going on. Generosity definitely was there. She could have given this relationship chances to work, but it's like in a way, you know what? Yeah, it was a manipulation. That's why I'm like, I keep getting like something like with her family as well. Um, but she definitely could have been manipulating the relationship as well. It takes two to tango. That's why I said it's not just James. What I'm picking up so far here from looking at these cards is like to acknowledge like that marriage and stuff. It's like she would have to talk about her own stuff and she doesn't want to. I mean, this is the same lady that was married for 13 years and lied to our faces about it. Okay. So we know that um her career is very important to her. She don't want anything to get in the way with that. And I can understand that. But at the same time, you ain't got a lot to kick it. Um, and then we had this Emperor card here showing like there's this generosity that she offered to the relationship. But at the same time, it's like this manipulation thing because, oh, this is what I'm also getting, you guys. It's like, again, it's like her image, and manipulation, it can be taken in so many different ways, but one aspect of the manipulation is how the public views her. mm. Even if she hasn't been all good in this marriage. Marinate on that. All right, we have the Justice card in reverse. um she, you know what, this is very similar to one of the cards he got. She don't speak on it because it was a failed agreement. It was a failed relationship. And that's I can at least say that's something that they both share as to why they don't talk about their relationship slash their marriage so publicly, is because they both looked at it as a failed agreement. A failed, with him it was like broken promises, and the failure of the marriage. And then collectively we saw that in their spread where it was like they both were realizing that it failed. So she don't talk about it because it failed, he don't talk about it because it failed. But there were also other factors. Let's get to this King of Cups, and this is our last card. Oh my God, 53, this is my longest video, but I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I really hope I gave y'all a lot of information. Kings of Cups in reverse. She don't talk about it because, again, this is another guy popping up here. But King of Cups, this is a man of business. But he's being dishonest. He's being deceptive. He lacks integrity, and at times it's like he can't be trusted. So I don't know. I mean, she clearly showed up for him, so I'm like, is he showing up for her? I don't know who this male is, you guys. Y'all let me know if who y'all think this might be. But this is another reason why it's just like she just don't want to deal with it. Ooh. This could be how she feels about James, as far as, I don't know. I don't want to say it's James because something is telling me like not quite. But there's a male involved as to why she is not speaking about this marriage publicly. or why she did it. Because it was this male around her, okay? This businessman. This could be her dad. This could be her dad. Her dad could have played a big role in this as well, especially as it pertains to her being silent. Okay, because I keep getting like a head for business, but at the same time, it's not all roses and sunshine with this man. So I'm thinking maybe it has to do with the father too. All right. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this reading. I hope I gave y'all a lot of information. I hope I asked the questions that everybody wanted to know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this reading. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.